Okay. So, yeah, this is Waya. Waya is a Naya commander from the Laws of Precon that rewards you for fighting. It's a 3-mana 1/5 haste, 2 green, tap. Target creature you control fights another target creature. It costs 2 less to activate if it targets 2 creatures you control. So if one creature fights another creature you control, then it costs 1 green. If a creature you control dealt damage, causes a triggered ability to trigger, it triggers again. So Enrage triggers twice. Or duplicate on duplicate. Okay, good. Considering... Boop, boop, boop. All right, and then we'll read the blurb. Let's just get rid of everything. All right, you have unsaved changes. Awesome. Main board. Oh, I see. Yay. I love you. Birds of paradise. That's what's fucking everything up. Okay. How long do you think it would take to add Felia? I'm not putting Felia in this deck. Why would I put Felia here? Unless. Yeah, I don't think this is a Felia deck. Okay. Thank you for helping with my Hanks deck a month ago. The game plan is to ramp early, tutor for enraged targets, and win with damage with reflectors like Brash Taunter. Okay. It can win with combo by having 2 damage reflectors fight each other, then giving them indestructible. No restrictions other than the bracket 3. Currently, I think it needs more card draw, but I'm not sure what to synergize with the game plan. Okay, so you have 38 lands, but you might have Bushwhack. You don't have Bushwhack. You do have a lot of dorks. Maybe you can get away with it. I kind of just want to playtest this and see how I feel. Draw. Ooh, that's a nice first draw. Waya. I might just play Screaming Nemesis here. Dink, dink, and now 2 opponents can't gain life. Dink. So now X is 3 on Invasion of Ikoria. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do Ripjaw Raptor. And then you can just pass here after attacking. And then green, tap. These 2 fight each other. You draw 2 cards. Next turn. Okay, I'm not a big fan of the Smuggler's Share. Because, like, look at what's happening right now. Where I'm able to get another damage reflector. Green. 1, 2, 3. I mean, I guess we're winning next turn. We just don't play anything this turn. One, 2, 3, 4. I guess you can just drop Defense at the Heart. Anyway, draw 2 more cards. Okay, and then we win this turn, right? Because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, no, we're 1 mana short. So if we played Llanowar Elves last turn, and we drew main phase, 5, X is 3. Boros Reckoner, which is a damage reflector. Oh, but you need to give both indestructible. That's so difficult. Because you can give 1 indestructible here. I think Selfless Spirit is better than the Savior. Oh, Selfless Spirit's already in. I don't know. I don't like just protecting one thing, though. That feels like a little bit weird. Okay, I'm liking a lot of what's happening here. Okay, Red Hulk seems a little slow. Because, like, it's 6 mana for this object, and then it gets hit, and you put a counter on him, and then he does 1 damage. I know he goes, like, infinite, but, like, these other ones are, like, Just so much cheaper. You only need to fight once, by the way. Yeah. I know, but you need both of them to have indestructible. That's the issue I'm having right now. Okay, triple green in your deck is fucking absurd. I guess you do have a green lean. But 22 symbols, you'd need closer to 36, I thought, to have it like happen 90% of the time on curve. Do you run Yavimaya? You don't have Yavimaya. So yeah, I'm just not on the Archdruid's Charm. Okay, Smuggler's Share out. Whenever creature controls dealt damage, put a counter on it. Is that good? I don't think that's that good, is it? Also, why on curve specifically? Because being able to play your cards on curve is good. That's simply it. It doesn't seem like a turn 3 play. I guess, but when you tap... Okay, it's turn 6 and you only have 3 green sources. You tap all of your green sources to Archdruid's Charm to get a green creature. You still can't cast it that turn. That's bad. That's just bad. Being able to cast your cards is good. Especially since there's just better tutors in 3 color than Archdruid's Charm. Do you play Boxing Ring? No, but maybe. Might be a thought. But if my hand is empty, what will I fiddle with during someone else's turn? How many stream points does the deck review cost? Or is it not an option anymore? So it's 45k. That sounds like a lot, but some people have already gotten like 5 free deck reviews. And it's a separate stream. Like, it's a separate stream. There'll be like a point redeem stream where like we'll only do free deck reviews all day. It's not something I do during the normal streams anymore. Also, we're Polyraptor. Not everything is a Polyraptor combo deck, chat. But we could turn this into one. I don't know if I really like an austere command in this deck. You already have Chain Reaction, Blast Act as synergistic sweepers. Swords. Path. I mean, we are deploying big, chunky idiots. I don't know. I'd almost prefer you have damage-based removal, right? Because now you can start the combo without your commander. Well, you need your commander still, I guess. I still am just not a big fan of Path. Honestly, I'd even prefer it to be like Flame Slash. Right, just being able to do 4 damage to target creature. Also, where's you get 2 polys. So Polyraptor is a 7 trillion mana value card. This is an 8-drop. This is an 8-drop, chat. Look at our curve. An 8-drop is harder to cast in this deck than it appears. Honestly, even if like Altasaur, you might want to just like not run. Because otherwise, this deck is fucking cheap as shit. Yeah, no, Polyraptor's not a cheap mana value card. It's an expensive card. Pyrrhemia. Pyrrhemia is very good. You could also do some Roxanne shit. Because think about it like this. Like, Roxanne Starfall Savant is self-damaging. Like, this is a card that does enable Enrage. Because you play for 5, you get to ramp 2 because of the token. And then you get to ping one of your dinosaurs. If I'm Hellbent while playing blue and draw a land, do I play it or pretend it's a counterspell? It depends. Is it your 4th land drop and you need your 5th one to start doing plays? Then don't play it. If it's not, I would sandbag it. L. Kate's Polycules confirmed. Listen. Hate's a strong word. I'd put permeating mass as a removal creature? Dude, wait. Permeating mass is awesome. Isn't it MV equals 1? Oh, damage. Yeah, whenever this creature deals combat damage to a creature, that creature becomes a copy of this creature. It's just a fucking 1 mana 1/3. I think that's a lot of fun. Does combat damage? Terrible. This card sucks. Who would even suggest that? So I'm going to give you Forbidden Orchard. There's 2 reasons why I'm thinking about Forbidden Orchard right now. Number 1, Pyremia. Pyremia, what you can do is you can ping down the board, and then Forbidden Orchard gives someone a spirit, and then now you don't have to sack your Pyremia. 2, Desert. You can just ping down the spirits if they attack you. 3, Defense of the Heart. You give your opponent a ton of creatures, or like they're at 2 creatures, you give them their third. Uh-oh, now it pops. Forbidden Orchard also works well with fighting. If the board is like completely empty, you're able to give them a creature that your enraged creature can now fight. So there's a lot that Forbidden Orchard does for you. Season of Growth, I guess. Okay. Oh, we have a Traverse. Okay, so we have 40 lands-ish now. In fact, we have a little bit more because Malevolent Rumble. Aether Flash. Aether Flash is cool. Do you have a no UB rule here? No, I don't think so, because we have Professor Hojo right here. He's holding it up. Stump in here? No, but I could see a world where it should be. I'm going to probably cut a mountain for it if we're cutting anything. I'll cut a plains, actually. No, but then it's not replacing a plains in any way. Honestly, I don't know if we have room. Because we need a forest count high enough for Arbor Elf to be doing its thing. Alright, yeah, let's check out Wolverine. He's okay. Wolverine's very good with Pyrrhemia. So you could do Blazing Sunsteel, which is a combo with Brash Taunter. All damage is healed. Line of... No, so it isn't. And heal all damage on it. Like, it's on the rules text for Regenerate. Anyone, like, shitting on the word heal on that card is just... It's not a fight worth picking. Is there a way to build Yorion without it becoming combo as stacks? Yeah, you can just build, like, super value Yorion. If you have, like, Charming Princes and Flicker Wisps and stuff, you can just flicker Yorion every single time, and it just, like, Yorion flickers your entire board, which includes Coveted Jewel, and then you draw a billion cards, and then all those things come back on the end step, including the Flicker Wisp that flickers Yorion, and the next end step, Yorion comes back and flickers everything out, and then it's a lot. It's a lot of value. If you can't figure out how to win with 20 cards in your hand, that's on you, by the way. Okay. The Sunsteel is interesting. I'm sad Yorian isn't a legal companion. I know! Free Battle of Wits, free Yorian. We should be allowed to put any number of cards in our commander deck. Okay. So we had 3 slots. What about Fiend Lash? We were literally just talking about that card. Oh no, Blazing Sunsteel. Fiend Lash is the other one. I thought it was Fiend Lash as the... I say. So, this one doesn't go infinite as easily. Because you can't... So... Oh wait, no. It still does go infinite with Brash Taunter. Because you're able to have the Brash Taunter shoot itself repeatedly. Right? Because Brash Taunter doesn't say other. Yeah, deals that much damage to target opponent. Oh wait, no. So yeah, no. You would need Indestructible, a creature that can ping any creature to any other target. To target creature or player. So you need Spite Mare with Indestructible and Fiend Lash, and then that would be infinite. I low-key want to put Goblin Bombardment in your deck. Abolishing the 99 rule? Yeah, I think you should be allowed to have like 200 cards in your deck. More. If you want to. Here we have Verandus. We could... it's just fine. I think I'm gonna give you Eladamre. Eladamre Corvectol is just so good at any deck with like a bunch of dorks. And this is a deck with a bunch of dorks. It lets you cast them off the top, and then he also lets you cheat. It's like a literal wombo combo. Okay, I've decided. We're cutting Apex Altasaur, and we're gonna do something weird. We're gonna cut... Oh, I don't know if we can cut Tooth and Nail and Blast Stack, though. I think I'm still cutting Apex Altasaur, though. I would still have my normal cap. I'm not looking at a 200 card deck. Peace and love. Is a deck allowed to have more than one companion? No, you're only allowed to have one. Wizard has said no to Polycools. So someone recommended Season of Growth. Whenever you cast a spell that targets a creature you control, which we're not really doing a lot of. It's mostly just Waya. What does Eartha Joe say? Whenever you cast a spell or activate an ability that targets a creature or player, copy that ability. May choose new targets for the copy. Is that something? Because imagine a world where you go... Thingy, Commander, you activate on 2 of your creatures, and then you do it again next turn. Because you'll have, you'll go, this is a 4-mana player, Commander. If you have 2 things in play, or if you do have 1 thing in play that you want to have damage itself, Waya is a 4-mana play to play it and then have it fight that thing. And then next turn you can go Eartha Joe and then have it fight. Are companions banned in all of 60 card formats, or are you tripping? You're tripping. You are tripping. There's a lot of them that are banned, but there's a lot of them that are not. Look at this modern deck. This modern deck is Lutri, the Spell Chaser. This modern deck is Kahira, the Orphan Guard, right? There's still like some that are not banned. Gigantha's banned in Modern. Lurrus is banned in Modern, of course. There's more, right, that are banned in Modern? Or are those the only 2? Yorian. I think those are the 3. There's only 3 banned in Modern. Because Umori's pretty bad. Umori sees play in some Coffers builds. as like a joke. I don't know. The conference decks are good. It's just that Umori is maybe not. Umori all sorceries is not really the best deck. Lurrus is banned in Vintage. You're just lying. I recommend you Google things before you talk about them. Yeah, there's nothing banned in Vintage. Vintage doesn't have bans. Well, besides like anti-cards, but that just makes them not legal. They're not banned. Can we post a deck list that he looks at? So, Voice, read the description to see how you get your deck reviewed. All the companions are girls, technically, but I don't smash anyone for like saying he when they're talking about Karuga or something. Like, so it's not that deep. Right? It's a big fucking like sea kraken Gyruda. Like, how are you? I'm not gendering that thing properly either. It's like a fucking monster. My fault. There's also like Goreclaw. Like Goreclaw gets called he all the time, despite the fact it's a girl. Umori Henzi is a thing. I'm talking about real formats, not Commander. Anyway, we have Eladamrian now. Honestly, let's bring out the Elvish Harbinger. Seems we have quite a few elves we care about. We have Eladamri. We have Beast Whisperer. We have a couple rampy dorks down here. So, Harbinger being a mana dork that also just grabs Eladamri or Beast Whisperer when you need it is a form of card advantage. Lurrus was banned when they're changing how companions work. Yes, it was banned for a short period of time in Vintage. It was an emergency ban that has since been undone. Maybe just do like a Shajiri shelter. Oh no, you can do Kabira. Kabira takedown, just like shoot a creature and then smile. Okay, this is a keepable hand. Draw. Fresh land, Elvish Mystic. Does the deck have a knowledge pool? Every deck needs a knowledge pool. I think you have an illness. So all damage is dealt to Brash Taunter this turn. Watia fights Brash Taunter. No, this doesn't work. What does work is just jamming Pyrohemia, though. So maybe don't tap like an idiot. Okay, you do this. That's so little damage. Why did you David Hunter? Sweet baby darling. Why do you think I undid it? We could also just cast Ill-Tempered Loner. Okay, and then you like fog a combat by putting this on Brash Taunter. Okay. Do you have the white mana for Vindicator? We have 1, 2, 3 white sources in play right now. It's turn 6. I'm going to say no. We do not have enough for 4 white mana. Okay. If we gave this Indestructible, we'd win, right? Okay, yeah, I'm generally unimpressed with how this deck is playing so far. Dawn-Sire? Maybe. 10 power? How? From where? Our highest power is 5 on a 5-drop. Hey, I don't think I like that idea too much. I like the Pariah Wombo. Maybe we do like Heliod's Pilgrim. So when it enters the base virtual library for an aura card, reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle. This gets you Pariah. This gets you Pain for All. This can get you Saving Grace if you need it. And then my thought is, what if we add something that's like an aura that gives Indestructible? Could do like Redemption Arc. It doubles as removal. +1/+1 has Indestructible if it's green, but all of our damage redirectors are red. This is a land aura tutor. Oh yeah, you're right. We could run that card. Axguard Armory. Rukthar. I like how you think. I just think we have too many non-creatures to make Rukthar work. We only have 28 creatures. I think Swords comes out because we've added a kind of a removal spell with Redemption Arc. At least removal adjacent. Lure, maybe it can go. Maybe Expedited Inheritance. It does kind of help your opponents. Kind of risky. Okay, so here's Elvish Harbinger fucking owning, by the way. So we have 5 mana here. Wait, look at the top card. Okay, it's Follow Maneuver. Dink. Top card is now Heroic Sacrifice. Type land. Get a basic plains. Okay, there's Formidable Speaker. So you go green, tap, tap, tap. Put a Formidable Speaker into play. Discard Earth of Joe. Tutor up a creature. Probably just want to go grab Brash Taunter, right? Like that's like the hidden commander sort of this deck. So here's Brash Taunter, and then you go red, white, green. Here's my commander. Next turn. Tooth and Nail. Brash Taunter. Green, tap Watia, ping Brash Taunter. Green, tap, untap Watia, green, tap, have it fight, have Eladamri fight Brash Taunter now. Okay. Next turn. Mountain. Tinderwall? I don't like Tinderwall that much in this deck. Tinderwall's better in unfair decks, of which this is not really. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're 1 mana off of Entwining. We are drawing that 9th mana next turn. Oh, wait, whoops, I forgot this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, we can Tooth and Nail. Yeah, Spite Mare's in. Type creature. Is Expedited Inheritance in? I cut it. I think it's a little too weird. I just don't like that it's like symmetrical. It's probably a fine card. It's just like I am terrified of giving my opponents that much advantage and hope. So we get Roxanne. And Wrathful Raptors. Roxanne can ping Wrathful Raptors for 2. Anger. What is Anger doing for us right now? I legitimately just asking, what would Anger be doing in this situation that we like? Unless you're just describing how I feel from you randomly recommending Anger. Because then you're very apt. I don't know. I just don't like Anger that much, chat. I just... Anger is in a 3-color deck where attacking isn't even really that necessary because we're doing all of our damage via damage redirection. It's like, why do we need Anger? What is it doing for us? We also need to think about discarding Anger. We need to run Faithless Lootings and stuff. It's like so much wrong with it. I just don't like it. Okay, anyway, Roxanne pings Wrathful Raptors. Wrathful Raptors now has 2 damage marked on it. So we're going to do 2 damage to Brash Taunter, 2 damage to Brash Taunter. That'll be 8 damage because Watu, keep in mind, is doubling all of these damage triggers. Anyway, there's Spite Mare. Oh, we have Flawless Maneuver. Hang on, we just win this turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's Spite Mare. Move to combat, swing with Roxanne. Roxanne pings Spite Mare. Spite Mare pings Wrathful Raptors. Wrathful Raptors pings Spite Mare. But before all the lethal damage resolves, you Flawless Maneuver. Yay, we win. You can even go dink, 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 dink. You're Screaming Nemesis. Okay, great. Okay, but we saw how fucking broken Eladamri was that game, right? Can't Spite Mare just ping itself? I think so, yeah. That also works. I forgot Spite Mare's broken. Yeah, Spite Mare's like one of the first awkward versions of this effect. Rule of Law? I think because we have to deploy... There's a lot of lines in this deck where you have to go like creature that pings things. Flawless Maneuver, that's a line for a lot of it. And I think that makes me less like Rule of Law because there's all just combo lines in this deck that require multiple cards to be played in the same turn. Still, what else could we be running? Yeah, there are artifacts we have down here. Maybe we do run just like 1 equipment to get off the Axguard Armory. Farewell. I don't like Farewell in this deck at all. Like Blasphemous Act, Chain Reaction are already in the deck. Those are already good sweepers. Farewell. Kidding. Okay. It feels like every other time there's a recommendation in chat, it's just someone fucking joking. Okay. Blazing Sunsteel does go infinite with more creatures. It does indeed go infinite with more creatures. Sneak attack? Sneak attack's actually a good answer, but... I'm going to say Ill-Tempered Loner's just kind of not it. Blazing Sun Steel now at least gets God off Axguard Armory. That's kind of interesting. Maybe not Gideon's Sacrifice. I think I do like Saving Grace more just because it can get tutored off of the Heliod's Pilgrim. Like, this is what my favorite thing about tutors is that it condenses down a deck. Like, now we don't need to run multiple damage redirection effects like that because now Saving Grace and Pariah can go get grabbed off this Heliod's Pilgrim that we have kicking around, right? What about 6? What about 6? 6 is not a bad idea. I like that 6 can retrace some of your damaged creatures that may have died. Yeah, 6 is not a bad idea. It also gives you, of course, more chances to get Delirium for Traverse. That's a little something, for sure. Yeah, we can do 6. Don't we have very little draw? I mean, the card flow has been significantly better. Actually, we want to go Avacyn's Pilgrim. Next turn. Forbidden Orchard, 1-2. Elvish Mystic, Findhorn Elves. Axguard Armory tapped, 1-2-3. Formidable Speaker. Formidable Speaker goes and grabs Ella Domri, Korvac Doll, and we can discard Roxanne to do that. Next turn. 1, 2, 3. Ella Domri, Korvac Doll, white, red. Oh, we can tap not like an idiot here. We can actually use the Avacyn's Pilgrim for Ella Domri to cast Watu this turn. Also, our top land is Professor Hojo. Top card is Malevolent Rumble. Okay, Ella Domri does feel a little bit weird now that we don't have shuffles. Maybe use the wrong tutor with Formidable Speaker. I don't know, with this many dorks, though. Hang on, wait, we do have a card draw, actually, because we have Hojo. So we go green 1, Hojo. Green, fight one of your spirits or whatever. Hey, look, we targeted a creature with an ability. We draw a card. And then it's a forest on top. So we can go 1 green, Malevolent Rumble, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's take Brushland as our land for turn. We can play that. New top card is Crag Crown Pathway. Okay, so this ability triggers only once you turn, so we pass. And then we can target Hojo, draw a card. And then next turn, Lush Portico's card on top. So we do the fight thing again, fight an opponent's creature, draw a card, Heliod's Pilgrim. So we go green, white, 1, Heliod's Pilgrim. Type Aura. Redemption Arc. By Keneal. Okay, Hojo carries. Honestly, just make Ella Domri indestructible. Okay. It's not fast, but this is just bad luck. We saw so many cards. Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna cut Vandal Blast. Probably just do Bane of Progress. Aw, but it hits so much of your own shit. Cut Lure. Maybe you don't do Pyrohemia. But I do think I like Bane of Progress more for the creature artifact enchantment mass interaction, just because you can cheat into play with Ella Domri. You could do like woodland bellower stuff, but you don't. They're not green creatures. It's small stuff. I like the nature's rhythm. Imperial Recruiter would feel a little nice, but I don't know if it's necessarily. Did you add Philly already? No, I didn't. In fact, I think Imperial Recruiter Jaxus would be better just because we have Hojo, which draws a card when you do it. We have Formidable Speaker lets you untap Jaxus. So yeah, I think this is a Jaxus deck actually. Avacyn. Avacyn's an interesting idea. So, Kiki I don't really like that much. What I like about Jaxus is that Jaxus is able to fill up the graveyard with Delirium. Or for Delirium. And you get your cards back. Jaxus lets you the rummaging does matter, and it is pretty nice. So, here's my thinking. With Jaxus, you can go get... With Imperial Recruiter, you can go get Jaxus. Jaxus can now make a copy of Imperial Recruiter. Okay, with that Imperial Recruiter, you get Brash Taunter. Then, you're able to Jaxus the Brash Taunter. So you have 2 Brash Taunters. You can have them fight each other. You know, maybe... but no, then it doesn't quite work. But, like, it gives you a second creature all the time to fight. Like, what if Jaxus made a copy of, like, the stupid... any one of your like dinosaurs like Ripjaw Raptor, and then you can have it like fight the other one that you just made. That's something. Recruiter the Guard. So the reason why I'm not putting Recruiter the Guard in is that we have a lot of creatures with 2 power, but we don't have a lot with 2 toughness that we need. Brash Taunter only targets, you could cut it. I'm not cutting Brash Taunter from my fucking Pariah deck, you lunatic. Also, Brash Taunter does go infinite with Blazing Sunsteel. Untapped with the commander each combat? Yeah, but now I'm worried about generating the mana every combat as well. I would never keep this hand, I think. Running Skitter Spike. What's the exact words on that card? Because I do like that it's an artifact creature for Delirium. Oh my god, it's $13. Tax blocks or becomes the target of a spell. So I can't help but notice that none of these have to do with it taking damage, which makes me a little concerned. Okay, this hand's like not good, but I don't want to like mulligan down. Okay, it got slightly better. Shoutouts Black Panther. Think have these 2 fight each other, why not? I guess actually Cascardian Project. Mr. Beast, how pleasant to see you. Red, green, white. Waya, draw a card. Sack this, get a forest. Mr. Beast. Draw a card, draw a card, draw a card. Okay. So we should be winning on this upcoming... No, we just win right now. What am I thinking? Targeting Skitter Spike for fight triggers its damage? No, it is not. When it becomes the target of a spell or attacks or blocks. Watch is not a spell. This is an ability. Those are different things. But anyway, yeah, like so here we're comboing off. I think we could have comboed off last turn. I wasn't paying attention, but honestly, I think we are pretty much set here. I think this deck has gotten a lot better, for sure. I'll pass this along to you now. Thank you for getting a deck review. I think this one is pretty working out pretty nicely. Once again, I think Eladamri just being in here, Elvish Harbinger being in here to get Formidable Speaker or get Eladamri, like that's such a cool wombo.